Hi my dear students, welcome back to Tungal online classes. Today I am going to start with one new unit, name is genetics. In genetics, two chapters are there. One is principles of inheritance and variation, and second one is molecular basis of inheritance. These two chapters are very important for NEET exam as well as theory also. Big weight is our chapters. Here, genetics. Chapter unit number 7. In that, the first chapter is principles of inheritance and variations variation. So this is chapter name. And here in theory weightage is nearly 9 marks. We can guess one 5-mark question as well as two 2-mark questions. And in competition exam, nearly 3 to 4 questions compulsory, minimum 3 questions, maximum 4 questions. Sometime they are going to cover. Okay, let's start with genetics. Genetics means what? Genetics actually it is a branch of biology. The genetics is a branch of biology. The word is first used by the Bateson. The meaning of genetics is to grow, and the word is derived from genesis. The genetics is going to deal gene structure, gene functions like behavior and inheritance, heredity as well as variations. Let's write genetics. It is a branch of biology. It is a branch of biology. It is a branch of biology. The meaning of genetics is to grow. The meaning of genetics is what? To grow. And the word is derived from genesis. The word is derived from genesis. And the word is first used by Bateson. Bateson, he was first used the genetics word. And the genetics is going to deal gene structure and functions, behavior and heredity, inheritance and variations So this is actually the genetics is going to deal. Next, here in this case, first we have to know what is meant by heredity, inheritance as well as variations. What is heredity? Heredity means it is a transmission of physical characters from one generation to another generation. So that is called as what? Heredity. Heredity means what? Heredity means it is a transmission of physical characters from one generation to another generation. From one generation to another generation. Nothing but from parents to child. That is actually called as what? Heredity. And next, some more information regarding genetics. Here, the first father of genetics is Sir Gregor Johansen Mendel. Father of genetics is Sir Gregor Johansen Mendel. He is known as father of genetics because he did the hybridization technique. He done the hybridization in a pea plant. pea plant. Next, the father of modern genetics. The father of modern genetics is Bateson. The father of modern genetics is who? Bateson. And next, the father of experimental genetics. Experimental genetics is T.H. Morgan. Why? Because he is conduct the experiments in Drosophila, and also is proposed one new phenomena, that is linkage. So what is meant by linkage we will discuss when we enter into the lesson. Okay. And next, the father of human genetics. Father of human genetics is Garrod. Garrod. The father of human genetics is Garrod. And he was first to tell that errors of metabolic disorders. He is explained regarding errors of metabolic disorders. Okay. Next, one more scientist is there, father of eugenics. Eugenics means here, so for mankindness, for improving of mankindness by using of law of inheritance, that is called as eugenics. What is meant by eugenics? Improving of mankindness by using law of inheritance. So it is first proposed by Galton. Who is he? His name is Galton. And one more scientist is there, he is also known as father of cytogenetics. His name is Muller. Muller. Okay. So this is regarding some information genetics. Next, the chapter name is what? Principles of inheritance as well as variations. Let's write, what is inheritance? Inheritance means it is also like transmission of characters. Nothing but here genes. Transmission of DNA information from one generation to another generation. It is called as what? Inheritance. Write it. Transmission of genetic information nothing but what? DNA from one generation to another generation. That is called as what? Inheritance. Next one is what? Variations. Variations are Here, what is meant by variations? Variations here generally, the organisms are mainly formed due to the one sexual reproduction, one is asexual reproduction. Which are formed due to the sexual reproduction, such a species, they can show the variations. Which are formed due to the asexual reproduction, they do not form any variations. The reason is what we already discussed in the last classes. Here, during the sexual reproduction, gametes are formed. The gametes are formed after meiotic division. And during the meiotic division, what happened? The genetic information is exchanged in between homologous chromosomes of non-chromatid, non-homologous chromosomes of variations. What is meant by variation? Here generally organisms are produced by two reproductions, like one is sexual reproduction, one is asexual reproduction. During the sexual reproduction, like gametes are formed. Gametes are formed after meiotic division. And during the meiotic division, you know that already crossing over takes place, recombination takes place. Genetic information is exchanged in between two homologous chromosomes of non-chromatids or non-sister chromatids. So what happened? The DNA or you can say the chromosomes are rearranged. So that is going to lead the variations. If in case of asexual reproduction as well as vegetative reproduction, here variation is not takes place. So that's why they do not show any variation. So such are called as what? Clones. Write it. So which organisms are formed due to by sexual reproduction, which organisms are formed by sexual reproduction, they can perform the variations. Why? Because during the sexual reproduction, gametes are formed. What are formed? Gametes are formed. Here, gametes are formed after meiosis division. And during the meiotic division, what happened? Genetic information is exchanged between two homologous chromosomes of non-sister chromatids. So it is deal what? Due to that, what happened? A recombinant chromosome is formed. So it is going to lead variations. Then, for example, during the sexual reproduction, these things are happen. And during the asexual reproduction, here meiosis is absent. So that's why there is no recombination of recombinant chromosome. And further, they do not lead variations. So such offsprings or such children are exactly equal to the mother. So such are called as what? Clones. Now we got the point or not? Variations are, these are according to the NCERT language, these are hidden in sexual reproduction species, and these variations are formed in maximum all species which are perform sexual reproduction, like we can see in all plants as well as animals, and humans also that can show the variations. Okay, and next, here variations are mainly two types. One is gametic variations, one is somatic variations. Gametic variation means here a recombination is occurred at a chromosome level. at what? Chromosome level. That is called as what? Gametic variations. Next one is somatic variations. Here variations are occurred in the somatic level, but that is not inheritable to next generation because this is a somatic character. Only gametes are transferred to one generation to another generation, not the somatic cells. So which variations are occurred in the somatic cells which are not going to transfer to the next generation? The question is, sir, why the variations are formed in somatic cell? Because the reason is what? Like UV rays or maybe chemicals or temperature, nutrition, these all are going to cause the variations in somatic cell. Let's write variations are two types. The first one is gametic variations. Next one is somatic variation. So gametic variation during like meiosis, crossing over, during meiosis nothing but crossing over, that just they are going to change the chromosome structure. Next somatic variations. In somatic variation here what happened? Due to the temperature or due to the some chemicals, especially UV radiations, so this is going to cause the mutations, nothing but changing in DNA sequences. So that is called as what? Somatic variations. And these somatic variations are do not inheritance to next generation. Why? Because the offspring is formed due to the only fusion of two male and female gamete. If any gamete level changes are occurred, then only such characters are promoted to the next character, not somatic character. Got the point? Next, in NCERT they given like elephants are always going to produce only baby elephants, and such baby elephants are exactly equal to parents. And like for example, mango tree is always going to give only the mango seeds are always going to give only mango plant, not like neem, not like not is going to give like rose plants or hibiscus. Or in humans, like children's or offsprings in some cases almost are equal to the parents, and in sometimes like siblings are so identical, or sometimes the siblings are differ. So actually what is the reason behind this all concepts? So for that we have to know the scientific reasons. Scientific study is required for that. Let's see, in NCERT is given like for gaining of desired characters, the ancestor done the artificial selection and a cross. Here simple, for gaining of for a desired character, our ancestors are choose one best animals or best plants. So the selection is called as what? Artificial selection. By saying, for example, it is tall, strong. So by saying of this character, we are choosing two plants or two animals, and mating cross in between these two plants are animals. And after that, after crossing, the formation of progeny is contain or consist desired character. So here what happened? So at the beginning, so where we crossed, such plants or animals are containing what? Desired character. Later what happened? This character is inherited to the next generation. It means these characters are transferred nothing but inheritance to next generation. inheritance to the next generation. It means our ancestors also have some little knowledge regarding inheritance. But generally then they don't know regarding scientific reasons. They don't have knowledge regarding scientific knowledge. Okay. For example, in NCERT, the given one example is ancestors produced one domestical cow or one breed. That name is Sahiwal cow. Sahiwal domestical cow of Punjab. So this is actually example. Here what you have to see here, this cow is containing desired characters which is transferred from one generation to another generation. The concept is that the ancestors also have some little knowledge regarding inheritance, but the scientific knowledge is not have the ancestors. So for that here the scientific knowledge regarding inheritance is given by, or we can divide into like three: Mendelian scientific study or scientific inheritance, or pre-Mendelian as well as post-Mendelian. First one is pre-Mendelian study or pre-Mendelian scientific information regarding inheritance. Next, Mendelism, and third one is post-Mendelism. Pre-Mendelism. Here that the scientists are telling that generally according to their knowledge, parents containing characters, nothing but genes, are two parents' genes or characters are mixed and inherit to the next generation. That is called as like a blender inheritance. Pre-Mendelian information is blended inheritance. Blended inheritance means as what? In this case here, parents genes, actually nowadays we are using genes, but at that time telling that parents characters are mixed and promoted to the next generation. So this is knowledge, pre-Mendelian scientific knowledge regarding inheritance. Next, Mendel. So Mendel actually he did the hybridization technique. Is used. He done the number of experiments in a pea plant morphology. Pea plant is belong to Fabaceae family. Best character is 9+1 character, like 9+1 stamens. And here he did with the help of hybridization knowledge, he is telling that something is transfer from parent to offsprings. So such is called as, generally is given like factor. The factors are transferred to one generation to another generation. But this factor word, nowadays we are using gene. Without using of gene word, is give the definition of gene. Actually, he telling that what something is transferred from one generation to another generation, but he tell that what that one is a factor. But nowadays is what the something is nothing but genes. Genes are transferred from one generation to another generation. So first scientific information regarding inheritance is given by Mendelism. So later in 20th century post Mendelism, they given like a 2 genes inheritance, 3 genes inheritance, like regarding linkage information is given. Linkage information is given. Okay. Mendel, Sir Gregor Johansen Mendel, he is one of the famous scientists for genetics, and he is also known as father of genetics. Here, why he is very famous and why he is considered as a father of genetics? Because without knowing of information regarding mitosis as well as meiosis, and without using of microscope, he is explained the inheritance character. Inheritance definition actually first given by Mendel only. And again, he is the first scientist who given the scientific information or scientific definition for inheritance. He was born in 1822 and died in 1884 due to the kidney failure is done. Nearly 8 years he did the hybridization technique in pea plants. 7 to 8 years is done the experiments. And he wrote one book also. The book name is Experiment of Hybridization in Pea Plant. Experiments of Hybridization in Pea Plant. But actually, the complete scientific study are neglected at the time of middle 19th century, because at the time the famous scientist is there. His name is Nageli as well as Charles Darwin. Especially Charles Darwin as well as Nageli, they neglected the hard work of Mendelian scientist, because at the time of the entire world is busy to reading of the book. The book name is Origin of the Species, which is published by Charles Darwin. Okay, let's write the points regarding Mendel. Mendel, first point what you have to write is a father of genetics. Father of genetics. He was born in 1822 July 20th, and he is died in 1884 due to the kidney failure. Next, the scientist is very famous for genetics because he's done the hybridization technique. We will discuss what is hybridization in a class. Nearly he is conduct the hybridization technique in nearly 280 plants, and mainly conduct the experiment in, he was famous in hybridization in pea plant. Hybridization in pea plant. And he written one book also. The book name is Hybridization in Pea Plant, or Experiments in Plant Hybridization. Experiment on plant hybridization. And he is very famous scientist. Why? Because without knowing of meiosis, without knowledge of meiosis as well as mitosis, and without using of microscope, he is explain the inheritance. Explain the inheritance. So that's why he was one of the famous scientists. Here, he is the first scientist. He is given scientific scientific study or scientific definition regarding inheritance. He's worked nearly 7 to 8 years. He conducted a hybridization experiment. Nothing but crossing over. Nothing but what? Crossing in between two plants. Next, here after the hybridization is proposed one concept, that is concept of factor. Concept of factors. The concept of factors is something is transferred from parent to offsprings. That is unchanged information. Parents to offspring. So that is called as what is given like factor. And also is proposed a law of inheritance. For explain the result of hybridization. Technique. Okay, but here these 7 years lot of he did the hard work to knowing of inheritance, but unfortunately no one is noticed. It is unnoticed. His work is unnoticed at the time, because the entire world is busy from by Nageli. Nageli is one of the famous scientists. He discovered the tissues, and as well as Charles Darwin. Because Charles Darwin is published one book. The book name is Origin of Species. So that's why at the time, at the middle of the 19th century, no one recognized, no one appreciated his honest work. Then he was dead in 1884 due to the kidney failure. Okay, next, here after at the 1990, then again started the research regarding inheritance. The three scientists are again found the same things, what definition and what laws are proposed by the Mendelian, the same things are again they are recognized. It means Mendelian hard work is rediscovered in the 1990. In the 1990, the Mendelian work is again rediscovered with the help of 3 scientists. Okay, so this is actually information regarding Mendelian. Before the knowing of hybridization or before the entry of lesson, you have to know some basic terminology of genetics. You have to know. So the terms are, first one is very simple one is alleles. And you know generally cells which are somatic cells which are in diploid condition means homologous chromosomes are present. Homologous chromosomes are present. It means one pair of chromosome which are containing morphologically, genetically, gene sequence should be same. So that is actually one pair of homologous chromosome. Here let's write, for example, this is one pair of homologous chromosome. And the chromosome is containing what? Genes. For example, here genes are there. I given for example this is gene A. And these, the genes where they are present on chromosome, so such place is called as loci or locus. Here one pair of chromosome, two chromosomes. These two chromosomes are containing same number of chromosomes and same number of genes, and gene sequence also be same. Next, you know that already these genes are going to code for one character. Genes are going to code for one character, or one pair of contrasting characters. One pair of contrasting characters. For example, I am telling that here height is one character. Height is one character. What is the alternate form of this character? Contrasting characters are two. Either it may be tall or it may be dwarf. So this is a contrasting characters of one character. Like here, now you can write the gene definition, allele definition. Two alternative forms of genes for one character. So that are called as what? Alleles. That is called as what? Alleles, which are present on same locus of homologous chromosome. Next, homozygous. So in this case, what happened? Two same alleles are present. Two same alleles. Like here, for example, capital A allele is there, here also be capital A. Same alleles are present. So such trait is called as homozygous allele. Next, heterozygous allele. In this, alternate alleles are present, like capital A, small a. It is one pair of homologous chromosome containing alleles. So in this condition, that allele is called as what? Heterozygous. Now let us focus on expression. Dominant as well as recessive. Dominant genes or alleles, recessive alleles. Dominant genes means which is here it can express its character in the form of homozygous condition as well as heterozygous condition. So that is called as what? Dominant alleles. Here it can express its character, it can express its character in homozygous as well as heterozygous condition. So that is called as what? Dominant alleles or dominant genes. Next one is what? Recessive alleles or recessive genes. It can express in only homozygous condition. Homozygous in condition. It means there should be like capital A or small a. So in that only they are going to express. So which are called as what? Recessive alleles. So this is regarding like alleles, homozygous, heterozygous, dominant as well as recessive. In the next class we are going to discuss regarding hybridization technique like monohybridization, dihybridization. In that case, so this terminology we are going to use. In that case it is very useful to understanding of hybridization. Thank you all of you.